Happy New Year. Welcome to Yoga with Maddie in 2026. So I'm going to actually start by saying, if you're feeling bombarded at the moment with everybody telling you to set goals, set intentions, go on a calorie restricted regime, get down to the gym, start an intensive fitness regime, press delete. I'm sliding into 2026 by actually just taking some time to see how I feel, be kind to my body, and that's inside and out. So I'm going to be eating lots of healthy, nutritious food to give me fuel and to support me. It's damn cold out there. If you're in the UK, today it is -3. It's snowing. We've all just come through a busy festive season, and a lot of us are feeling slightly challenged. So I thought what I would do is just put together a nice, relaxed, total body stretch for you to welcome in the new year. So when you get out of bed or off the sofa, you can get your body moving mindfully, but don't set yourself up to fail, okay? Don't set yourself up to fail. We've just got some nice little flow today, focusing on the spines, focusing on the hips, and as ever, I hope you enjoy it. So, with that in mind, we're going to come to start seated on our mats. So whether you're in Siddhasana or legs crossed, whatever works for you, bring your hands to the knees, and we're just going to lift those shoulders up, back and down. Sit a little bit taller and start to take some nice big breaths in through the nose, down into the belly, and then a long slow exhale through the nose if it's comfortable. And just notice how your body moves as you're breathing. So that lovely expansion and lifting as you inhale, and then a little bit of softness as you exhale. So just taking a few more deep, mindful breaths. And one more nice big inhale. And exhale. And we're going to start to bring a little bit of movement in, so just sweep those arms out, stretch up into fingertips, and just draw the hands down to your heart center. And repeating again, nice big stretch up. And releasing back down. One more time, we're going to join together up at the top. Lifting nice and high, little flexion through the spine as we fold to the right. Easing to center. Fold to the left. And coming back to center. We're going to ease ourselves forward. See how that feels. Now, if you find that a little challenging, how about taking a block under the hands so you're bringing the floor up. Allow the head to release. And then bringing yourself back up to seat. You're going to have a little twist here. So just bring the left hand over to the right knee, easing yourself round to the side. And then to the opposite side. And coming back to center. Uncross those legs, knees bent, feet planted, hands by your side. And we're going to drop the knees over one side to the other, just gently loosening up. Nice big breaths as you're moving. And coming back to center. So I'm going to bring you into mermaid pose or reindeer. It's got various names. Whatever. We're going to take the left foot back behind us, roughly in line with the left hip. Right foot in front, roughly lining up with the front of your mat. And then easing yourself up and folding forwards. Allow the head to drop and just take a few breaths here. walking yourself back up. I'm going to plant my right hand in line with my right hip, left foot to hand. Just ease that left hip forward, get that lovely stretch down the front of the hip flexor into the quad. And then releasing the foot down, I'm going to sweep myself up onto my knees, stretching into fingertips, and then releasing down, turning to the side. And we're going to repeat a few times, easing up and drawing back down. One more time, up we come. Stretch into the fingertips, ease the hips forward, and then bringing yourself back down. We're going to sweep that left leg all the way around, cross it over the right, ease my right foot back, so it's roughly in line with the left hip. Left leg over, toes facing forwards. Plant the left hand, nice big inhale up into the right fingertips, and then gently twisting, bringing right elbow over the left knee, and take a breath. And bringing myself round, I'm going to plant my hands, bring myself up and into downward dog. And just gently pedaling through. You might want to put a little swing in the hips. See how that feels. It's a very mindful practice today, giving you time to work with your body and give it what it needs. We're going to come onto the knees, knees apart, toes together. Ease the hips back, coming into your child's pose, lengthening out along the mat. And then walking the hands back, and I'm going to bring myself back to seated. Coming in to our mermaid pose, reindeer pose, whatever you want to call it, on the opposite side, or deer pose. I'm saying reindeer because it's just been Christmas. Ease the right hip back, left leg aligns roughly with the front of the mat, and then again folding forwards. And then walking the hands back up. Plant my left hand by the left hip, right foot to the buttock, and then squeeze that hip forwards, get that lovely stretch again through the quad. And I'm going to lower my foot down. We're going to sweep that right arm up we come, stretching into fingertips, and then easing yourself down, turn to the side. And repeating, stretching up and releasing down. One more time, nice big stretch up, easing the hips forward, and then drawing yourself down. So this time I'm going to sweep that right leg around, easing the left foot back, roughly in line with the right hip. Make sure both sit bones are firmly planted. And then plant the right hand, inhaling upwards, and I'm going to ease that left arm over, I guess it's right and left over, turning to the side. And then drawing myself round, planting the hands, I'm going to bring myself up into downward dog again. Just easing through. Second downward dog always feels better. Pressing the ground away, ease the hips back behind you. And then lowering back onto the knees. I'm going to take the knees apart again. And we're going to have another child's pose. So just easing yourself back, lengthening the arms out. And then walk the hands back, coming into box position. So we're going to start by sending that right foot back behind us, pressing into the ball of the foot. And use this as an opportunity to engage through the core, navel to spine. Float that right leg, extending the left arm. And then lowering the hand down. I'm going to draw my knee into my nose, rounding up and releasing out. Drawing in and releasing out. I'm going to bring the right foot all the way through between the hands. If you need to help it along with your hand, don't worry. Releasing up into a low lunge, stretching up into fingertips, hips coming forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release and lower. Inhale, lift. This time I'm coming into a fold, so I'm going to send my hips back behind me. Folding over the right leg and releasing back up. And again, folding and releasing back up. So we're going to come into a fold one more time. Option if you wish, lower your left sit bone down, lifting the right toes. You might even want to bring your hands to your toes. And then from here we're going to lift back up into a low lunge. Draw that left hand down, lifting the right arm, turning to the side. And then bringing the right hand down, tuck the toes of the left foot, step back into your plank, holding in plank. And lowering on to the knees. Back into box. So opposite side, left foot back behind you, press into the ball of the foot, engage through the core, strong arms, float that left heel, and maybe extending the right arm, stretching into fingertips. Bringing your hand down, we're going to draw the knee into the nose and releasing out. Draw the knee in, releasing out. I'm going to bring that left foot forward between the hands, rising up into low lunge. Let the hips come forward, a little back bend if you wish. And inhale, stretch into fingertips. One more time. And we're going to come into a fold. So we're going to reach up, send the hips back, fold over the left leg. And release up. And fold. And releasing up, palms facing each other. And this time when you fold, you can either hold here or you can lower all the way back down. Maybe bringing the hands to the foot. And then releasing back up. Plant that right hand, lift the left arm, turning to the side. I'm going to draw my left hand down, tuck the toes of the right, stepping back into plank. And we're going to lower down onto the mat, coming into Sphinx pose. Let me just pop those blocks out of the way so you can see. So planting the hands, elbows under the shoulders, lift the breastbone. You should feel a little compression in the lumbar spine, chin in neutral. And then easing yourself down. We're going to come back up into box. We're going to tuck the toes under, get a little extension through the spine. And then back into your downward dog. From here I'm going to float my right leg into a three-legged downward dog. And then bring the foot to the buttock in your scorpion pose. Extending the right foot forward. Bring that right foot between the hands. I'm going to lower onto my left knee, drawing my arms up into steeple, and then press through the ball of the left foot and rise and lower and rise and lower. Rising again, draw the hands to your heart center. Now press into the ball of the foot. Bring the belly onto the right thigh, maybe sending your arms behind you. And releasing back up. Ooh, little wobble there, high lunge. Plant the left hand, lift the right arm, turning to the side. Draw the right hand down, stepping back into plank. And we're going to lower down onto the mat. Hands under the shoulders. Shoulders come up, we draw them back and down as we come into Cobra. And remember, in Cobra, you don't have a straight arm, we're not hanging off the shoulders. A little gentle bend in the elbows to feel your triceps supporting your upper back and your upper back. And lowering back down, press through the hands, come into box, tuck those toes under, back into your downward dog. I'm going to float my left leg in a three-legged downward dog. Foot to the buttock, open the knee in your scorpion. Extend the left foot up and bringing the left foot forward between the hands, the lower onto the right knee. Bring those arms up, we're coming back into steeple. And we're going to lift and lower. Remember to use your core. Lift and lower. Lifting again. Now press into the ball of the foot. Hands into heart center. Belly to thigh. Extend the arms out behind you. And then rising back up. High lunge. Drop your right hand. Lift the left arm. Turning to the side. Draw that left hand down and step forwards to the front of the mat. I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to come into our Uttanasana, our standing forward fold. So maybe pop a little bend in the knees. You'll feel a nice stretch through the glutes. Let the head hang. Take a breath. And then lifting the sit bones, lengthening the legs. I'm going to take my hands around the outside edge of my left ankle. Try to keep the hips facing forwards. And then round to the opposite side. And coming back to centre. Soften the knees, and we're slowly going to unfold to come up standing. I'm going to swoop my arms up, bringing the palms together. Little Chandrasana, folding to the right. Back up to centre, to the left. So we're just flexing through the spine. Coming back up, bring your hands behind you, a little bit of a back bend, hands around the back of the hips. I'm just going to ease my hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe drop the head if that feels comfortable. And then coming back up, hands to the heart center. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider, toes turned out. We're going to come into Goddess. So reaching up and then drop down into your Goddess pose. Remember, try to ever so slightly tuck the tail under so you're not sticking your bottom out behind you. And hold. I'm going to release up. I'm going to bring the hands down. I'm going to ease my weight into the right, into the left, and over to the right. And again to the left. You could try lifting the right toes off the mat if you wish. Skandasana. And opposite side lifting. And coming back to centre. Bend the knees. Ease your feet in, still wider than the hips. We're going to come into Malasana. So I'm just going to drop my sit bones down. The elbows in front of your legs. Try to ease the knees back. Malasana. And you can just ease the weight from foot to foot if that feels nice. If Malasana is uncomfortable for your knees, you can always come onto your bottom and bring the soles of the feet together in your Baddha Konasana. Remember, I'm just giving you guidelines. Go with whatever feels right for your body. Okay, I'm going to ease my hands around to the right and pivot round to step back into plank. And then lowering down onto the belly on the mat. And send your arms behind you. We're going to have a little Shalabhasana here. I just love that name. So lift the shoulders up, ease them back. Let's just try floating head and the shoulders off the mat. Feel the weight through the rib cage, through the hips, through the thighs. And releasing. So we're going to try a little bit more intense. Bring those shoulders up and see if you can float your legs off the mat as well. So almost feel as though you're balancing on your pubic bone. And you could try bringing the hands together. Squeeze, opening through the chest. Pop the chin in neutral. And releasing back down onto the mat. We're going to ease ourselves out back into box and coming into a full child's pose. So this time, knees together, ease yourself back, and maybe arms behind you, tuck the head in, and just feel that lovely release. Take a few breaths. And then coming back up. Let me come back onto my bottom and extending the legs. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana. And I'm going to suggest, I think you might have seen one of my little videos before, saying rather than putting the emphasis on the hamstrings, let's focus on the back and the pelvis. So if you pop a little bend in your knees, it gives you more opportunity to tilt the pelvis forwards, hinging at the hips, gradually lengthening through the spine as you soften into your Paschimottanasana. Taking a few breaths here, and you might find that you can lengthen the legs without losing that lovely spinal stretch, or maybe you need to keep a bend in the knees. And we're going to ease ourselves back and coming back to sit cross-legged on the mat. So there you have it, my gentle flow to ease you in to 2026. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. Give me a like, make some comments, whatever you feel. It's always great to hear from you. And whatever you're doing, my message is be kind.